Hi, this is Josh from Plugin Machine. In the last video I made yesterday, I showed how to use a Plugin Machine for PHP unit tests. So when you're using PHP unit to do like true isolated unit testing, no WordPress, no PHP, no MySQL, no other dependencies. So if you're building a WooCommerce add-on, you wouldn't have WooCommerce. And Plugin Machine also sets up integrated integration tests with like WordPress, and you can load another plugin, and there's a Docker container for MySQL. There's some use to unit tests. I do use feature tests, integration tests with WordPress more. Because some of the stuff's a little contrived, but in the last video, I showed how to just create a class that does enough of what the other class, the dependency class is. So sort of like fake mocking, manual mocking. And then I showed how to use a mocking tool called Brain Monkey that can replace functions that don't exist. So let me actually start sharing that, and then I'll show you how to mock a class with Mockery, which is also set up by Plugin Machine. So let's look at what this looks like. Let me share my screen here. These are the tests that I wrote in that last video, and we did mock this WP insert post function. So like when it gets called, return 42. And then we're testing that when I create it, there's a product in there, 42. And so WP insert post gets called. And so instead of throwing an error, because it doesn't exist, because WordPress isn't loaded, we're using this mock here. That's why we use mocking libraries, because I don't know how that works. It just sets it up magically. So I can also test with classes. I can mock classes. For this, we use a tool called Mockery. Both of these are already installed using Composer. You create things with plugins with Plugin Machine. So let's go back to our products test, and let's just look at what this looks like. I'm just going to create a test here so I can show how this works. Product equals Mockery mock, and then the name of the class, product, and then I can do product should receive get title. Just like this one that we were looking at before, in fact. Let me do this in full view of that one, so it's a little easier to see the connection to this one. We can do this, get title, and return the title. Very similar, nice syntax. And then let's just assert same, the title, product, get title, just to prove that this works. Should see a 6th assertion there. Yep, it worked. I just like to count to make sure that my assertions are going up. Because if I had accidentally put an S in front of this, then it would not have C5. Because the test method has to start with the word test. Just the rules. The other thing I can do is get rid of this and set up for multiple methods here. Close the array and then get ID 42. Get ID. Okay, test that just to make sure we're on the same page as to how this works. I made a spelling error. Cool. That's going to run. Let's try replacing that in some of these tests just to show how they work. Drop this in here. And to run this, that should work. By the way, notice that this has product method. Oh, that was his product ID. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself here. Let's do this again. Product equals. I'm just going to change this to 7 here. So it matches what we had in our tests before. This passes. The point I wanted to make is that add product is typed to WC product. Now, and that worked, like this returned something that identifies as that. And so you can mock an interface, you can mock a class with this. And so it still works with type hints, which is really cool. So that's just a little bit more about how to use the testing tools that can in phpunit that you have with plugin machine. I'll put a link to the documentation for Mockery. This is a lot of what I did here, creating a test double. So it's a good place to get started if you're looking at that. If you want to try out plugin machine, go to pluginmachine.com and click the sign up button on the front page, and that'll let you register and you get a 14-day free trial. So that's cool. Anyway, try that out, pluginmachine.com.